Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Fellow compadre here. This is the Market Beast edition that you're viewed into here. We're going to go over the Nflx symbol. I think I found something that may be a very risky short-term play in the charts here. So if you're invested or thinking of investing, stick around to the end. I'm going to have unveil some information for you don't want to miss. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive into the charts here, shall we? Okay, today's October the 4th, 2020. The previous close of Nflx is going to be $503, down about 4.5% for the day. Okay, so just kind of zooming out here, Nflx has been on a pretty good tear for a couple of weeks, and it looks like we may be getting to an area of potential exhaustion. So I guess this video is kind of contrarian because it's kind of a bullish video because I have a price target and saying that it may be running out of fuel. But either way, basically want to show you guys this pattern. This ascending channel it's been within ever since, let's see, September 2019. So as you can see here, these two red lines represent this channel where it broke down in September. We kind of find support on that lower line, and I mean, you can see it. It's just been kind of bouncing up, and then we kind of broke down there, and you know, just kind of up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay. So, but from the weekly is suggesting that the buyers still have an interesting setup to still have control of the price all the way up to, let's see, I think it was 556. Let's just kind of zoom in here on this area. Okay, so these are the weekly candles. So tomorrow we're going to open a new candle, and I do see that the price has potential to go as high as at least 522 and even come up to this line either one more time or breach and exceed this line. But from the looks, and this line is currently at about $546. But just kind of zooming out and just looking at the behavior in which the weekly has been, behaving every time it touches the top of this resistance line. Let's kind of move some of this stuff here. The behavior every time it touches this resistance line, especially this price action here on July, in the month of July, where it came up and it quickly was rejected right back down within this ascending channel. That leads me to believe that the sellers are pretty interested in anything above this ascending line of resistance here. But I guess the buying interests really have to show off what they have in the markets here over the next week up to even a month and a half. Because, I mean, at some point, we don't really have much room to go sideways, right? This is the support line. So I'd say that over the next, let's do this. Let's put a line on the current close and just do this and just kind of determine how much time the buyers have to push the price up. Okay, so we'll put that line right there. So assuming that Nflx doesn't kind of stay coiled up within this small range here, which, it could happen, but I don't think it would. And of course, my opinion means nothing. This is financial advice, and I'm not your financial advisor. But looking here from the weekly, it looks like if we were to stay in this little tight range here, it must have some sort of breakout, whether that be to the upside or downside, before November the 2nd, 2020. So I can kind of see that right off the bat there. So yeah, I'm assuming that the buyers are still interested in this range, and they will likely push the price all the way up to this line. And that would be where we need to figure out, okay, how much selling pressure is currently in this market. But I think if there is going to be a breakdown, it might be a little bit severe. And if not that severe, it would at least come back to the previous resistance level, where I could put a line right here on the chart, and I could see that quite clearly. And that would be at about $453. Now, zooming in here, it looks like we already got an attempt from the selling interest in the market to push it down, probably on this wick here in the week of September 14th approximately. So whether that's going to be the official move down to find support from the previous resistance and move higher, time will tell that. Okay, here in the short term, I don't think we have longer than 30 days, possibly conservatively even a month and a half. I don't really see it taking that long to present itself here on the chart. in terms of the direction here. But I do have a bullish target of about $546 up to about $556 for Netflix. It could either meet or exceed that level here in the next 30 to 60 days. Okay. And I'm going to say that, yeah, that's my bullish target. If I had a bearish target, it would definitely be at about 453. Get a revisit there and see if the support is solidified at that level. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys on Netflix. Leave a comment down below if you enjoyed the video, if you learned something. Leave an appropriate thumb just below the video there. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's Napoleon Macro. We'll go ahead and sign off. Thanks for tuning in, guys. My loyal subscriber, new subscribers, I see you guys. And I will catch you in the next video. Be sure to take care.